In this episode, we return home to Queenstown toward the end of winter. Joined by friends and family, we tackle some of our world-class ski resorts and celebrate life our way, with plenty of active adventures and good times.
As the spring snow starts to melt, we enjoy the warmer season and festivities that occur in the Southern Hemisphere at this time, such as Halloween, Queenstown style.
Spring is the perfect time of the year for a round of disc golf or undertake an epic bike ride along our very own glacial-fed rivers.
Join us as we explore our home, the adventure capital, Queenstown, New Zealand, during winter and spring.
After our epic trip throughout Europe and North America, we return home to Queenstown during winter to unseasonably warm weather. Within a few days of our return, we are visited by friends and family from Australia. My cousin Matt, his mate Callum, and our friends Jerry and Elisa, here to see firsthand this amazing town we keep raving about, its awesome bars, restaurants, and to tackle the winter slopes.
Just need to document the amount of margaritas we got here.
I have no problem with this. No problem at all.
Coronet Peak. First runs for us for the season. This is Callum and Matt's first time on the snow. Let's do it, guys.
Ever touching snow. Wow.
It's like the moon landing. One small step for mankind.
It literally feels like ice.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's getting a little icy.
Yeah, I was expecting like dust.
It can be like that when it's good.
Yeah.
So up here with my boy Frankie G. The fellas have gone down to do their lessons, and we're gonna do our first run this year, basically. So I've got Elisa here, and I've also Maddie. We've got Callum and Frankie G, also known as the G-Force, up there on the left ahead of us. Matt and Callum have decided to skip the rest of their lessons and
Big call.
yeah, take a gamble, see what happens.
But he got on the lift okay, so
Yeah.
it's looking good.
This may very well be the end of Cosmic Evolution, the jumpsuit I have torn. I don't want to get too far down there, but I've torn the classic retro jumpsuit.
Considering the boys only had half a lesson, they were doing quite well. Being surfers and wakeboarders from Australia's Sunshine Coast has its advantages for learning on the slopes.
How was it, Maddie?
Oh, that was, it was
Underwhelming?
it's shot over expectations. It's actually really good.
This guy is really happy. He did really, really well for his first run.
Oh yeah.
And we've also got the G-Force with us this time on the chairlift.
Yeah, G-Force, baby.
I was feeling
lonely.
You're feeling lonely. Hey, Callum's taken off. He's on his own.
Yeah,
he sees too cool for the rest of us.
Giving Cosmic Evolution my authentic retro ski jumpsuit a proper send-off was important. I've had this special jumpsuit for almost 5 years, since my time working in a ski resort in the Bavarian Alps. It was a gift from my Czech friend Pavel, and its appearance was a recognisable sight, often frequenting the Queenstown ski fields. The tear by the end of the day was irreparable. Glad the boys were with me for its final run. Its memory will live on in these winter videos.
So it's Matt and Callum's first blue run. Boys ready? I'm excited.
Yeah.
Nervous?
Slightly.
I've been hyping it up for him. Let's do it.
A few bumps and bruises are to be expected when learning.
What do you think about that view, Matty?
By the end of the day, they were pros, ready to tackle the next ski field and some new challenges ahead.
Alrighty, we are up here at the Remarkables with my boys Cal and P over here. About to hit some killer beginner runs. Yeah! Smash those greens, boys. Hey. So this is the boys' first time in a black run. You guys ready? Just messing with you. Blue, you're all good.
With new terrain and a fresh dusting of snow, it was time to put the skills learned previously to good use. We were in the midst of the Snow Machine Music Festival, so events were being held daily at the ski fields.
So here up at the Snow Machine Festival, my cousin Matty over here, having a couple of beers. Callum's just gone down to put something away, but we're going to hit up the ski fields just after these. All right, cheers, fellas. Yeah. Are you boys ready for Sugar Bowl? Do it. Go this way.
I know, man.
So the snow's coming in. Visibility's starting to disappear. Gonna be last run of the day, I think. Time to rock and roll. Alrighty, so we're here for Pirate Day. Me and Frankie G over here. We're here for Pirate Day at Remarkables. It has been a little bit rainy and sleety. Got ourselves some cappuccinos, and we're gonna make these cappuccinos cappuccino correcto.
Cappuccino correcto.
Alright, so we've got a pirate ship race up here, and the first person has already hurt themselves. So I'm imagining that these guys up here probably aren't feeling too confident right now.
To celebrate International Talk Like a Pirate Day, the Remarkable Ski Field put on a competition among its staff to compete within teams in a build-your-own pirate ship race, with spectators joining in by throwing snowballs at any ships found going too slow.
awesome was the pirate race?
That was pretty cool.
It was so cool.
More and more snowball. Except for the first one, they kind of got injured.
Yeah, the first one they had a jump, so they had to get rid of that. And then the snowballs became more and more intense. One guy, I think he might have broken his nose or something. Someone threw a snowball. This is Francesco's first snowboard of the season. Yeah. It's the first time we've snowboarded together, actually.
True.
Yeah.
Last year I did a whole season snowboarding for the first time. So let's see how it goes now.
Yeah. Francesco, first run of the season for you. Let's do it. Alright, we found the track with the best snow, so we're going to do this run.
A fresh dumping of snow early spring brought about an air of optimism for the remaining weeks of the season.
Honestly, this is probably the best one today.
Do it one more time. Let's do it. Look at that, the sun's coming out too. Woo-hoo! All right, it's Vitus's first run on the blue run. Let's do it. Come on, Frankie G.
This time we were joined by our friend Vitus from Lithuania, who is just learning to snowboard. My skill level is closer to intermediate, but with a beginner and Francesco being experienced for less than a season, we decided to take it easy for the next couple of runs.
Oh, look at that slush.
By mid-afternoon, the spring warmth had transformed much of the new snow to mush, and we figured it was time to call it a day.
I'm here with Sinchan on a beautiful spring day. Prost.
How you doing?
Enjoy.
As a tour guide, I get to visit many places within the Queenstown Lakes district. With white, picturesque snow caps on the mountains, spring is one of my favourite times to photograph, film, and explore. After an Oktoberfest celebration, fresh snow started to fall in Queenstown. We figured it would be worthwhile to head back up the mountain the following day.
Alrighty, Frankie G, ready to hit this?
Marking the end of ski season, Coronet Peak at a lower altitude closes its gates a couple of weeks before the Remarkables. With blue skies and mild spring days, we knew our time on the slopes was shortly coming to an end, and we were prepared to make the most of every minute. With every passing season, our love of boarding in the mountains grow. Certainly looking forward to spending a full winter season in Queenstown in 2023.
Last run of the day. It's getting slushy, even at the top here.
The wet spring snow creates a lot of resistance, making it hard to pick up much speed. Somewhere between snowboarding and wakeboarding, it's still fun to slosh around in.
Alrighty, so last run of the season and the last weekend up here at the Remarkables.
With the end of ski season, new activities start to take precedence, such as disc golf, eating great food, and drinking. Good times are had throughout the region, and the spring colours starting to show add new life with plenty of new experiences to be had within our special part of Central Otago, in New Zealand's South Island. Did I mention Queenstown's great food?
How's the food, guys? Awesome. It's delicious.
You're gonna have your salmon, that's just next to the third lot of garlic bread. Then you've got your chili garlic prawns, flash fried calamari underneath your crayfish, and there should also be some blue just at the end. So would you like a mussel?
I haven't had mussels.
You've never had
Mussels are fantastic here in New
And
Zealand.
it's
The
super
green-lipped mussels in New Zealand are the best mussels in the world.
Here for this lady, beautiful, beautiful lady.
Holy.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
And you boys got the venison, right?
Yeah, we got that.
All right. Gotta document this. Yeah, perfect, thank
You
you.
didn't go to the fish in the end, you know?
Look at that.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Ching.
Ladies.
So we're going to a Halloween party at Kingpin Bowling here in Queenstown. You'll have to guess who I am.
Being in the Southern Hemisphere, Halloween occurs for us in the middle of spring. Queenstown holds many different events for the festivity. Each year we like to try out something different.
Halloween drinks. Here we go, team. Thank you. Thank you, Batman. Hey. How's your Halloween drink? Yeah, very eager Gandalf in the background there.
Aside from the themed bowling, Kingpin had created specialty drinks and cocktails for the event, an array of spooky decorations, and a Beetlejuice-esque performance of Michael Jackson's Thriller dance.
One of the coolest aspects of Kingpin is their arcade and VR gaming room. Probably not the spookiest part of the event, but we spent a good portion of the night in this area testing out some of the latest games.
Yeah, but I can't see well. Oh shit! I can't see the steering wheel. I'm missing. What the fuck? Oh, I need to hit them. I need to hit them.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Let's throw some plastic.
Let's do it.
Felt like I needed to document this because this may be the only time that I'm in front, but yeah, pretty much +1 on that last one there. Damn it, we didn't film it. That was it.
When the sun is shining, Queenstown can be a place to tackle adrenaline-pumping challenges and adventures, or just take it easy with a few beers and a few mates in the gardens, where the only thing you have to worry about is how to get back your frisbee when it gets stuck in a tree. On the adventure side of things, one of our favourite spring activities is cycling. Some of the best trails in the area follow our gorgeous glacial-fed rivers.
So we're here at Chard Farm, part of the Gippsland Valley, Queenstown's premier wine region in the Central Otago wine region. We're about to start our journey from here. We're going to head down into the Gippsland Valley and then cross the old Kawarau Bridge, following the Kawarau River down to the Lake Hayes estate. So we'll be journeying today along that river, and we'll learn a little bit about the area. The word Kawarau is a Maori word, so that's the indigenous people here of New Zealand, and it means a channel between rocks. That's what we're going to witness today, that river that sits in that channel between the rocks that form the Kawarau Gorge. So should be a pretty cool cycling trip, and we've got beautiful spring weather today. So behind me here we have the Kawarau Gorge, and in this section of the gorge here they actually filmed some scenes from the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. It's known as the Anduin River. So in the books, the Lord of the Rings books, it's an 11-day journey, and luckily for us, Peter Jackson, he only shows 3 sections of the river to actually complete this journey. This is the final section of the river where you see the Fellowship rowing their boats down through the river. Lo and behold, you see the Pillars of the Kings, the Argonauts, standing there in all their glory, right in this section here of the river. So this rock structure up here on top of the gorge is known as the judge and the jury. The upper part there is the judge with the old school gown and wig, and below is the jury, like the judge is leering over giving a lecture to the jury. Now this rock structure itself is actually featured on wine down there at Chard Farms, known as the judge and jury. So behind me here we have the historic Kawarau Bridge, which was built on the 30th of December 1880, and it was built to connect the 2 sides of the Kawarau Gorge for people travelling from Queenstown and Arrowtown down to the mining district of Cromwell. Now this bridge was used for 82 years as the primary bridge until the new bridge was built in 1962. These days, with the bridge, it is the site of the world's very first commercial bungee jump. Now in 1987, a man named A.J. Hackett wanted to prove to the world that bungee jumping was safe by jumping off the Eiffel Tower in Paris. When he landed, he had a round of applause, everybody cheers, they popped open the champagne, and then the police came and put him in handcuffs. You see, A.J. Hackett didn't have permission to jump off the Eiffel Tower, and he had to argue in court that there were no laws against jumping off the Eiffel Tower. So today, if you go to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, there is actually a sign there saying no bungee jumping thanks to AJ Hackett. The following year, in 1988, they started the first commercial bungee jump right here on the Kawarau Bridge, and it is still being used today at 48 meters high. So behind me here we have the Edgar Bridge, which crosses the Arrow River. This is basically the confluence of the Arrow River meeting up with the Kawarau River. So we're about to start the Twin Rivers Trail, which will lead us along the Kawarau River down to where we've left our other vehicle in the lower Shotover area near Lake Hayes Estate. Over here you can see the sign that shows the Malvern Ferry punt, which was like a barge that used to be used to cross the Kawarau River back in the day before they actually opened up the Kawarau Bridge that we crossed just earlier. So a few years ago, Miranda and I cycled the Arrowtown to Gippsland Valley Trail. So this is the first part of the trail that we've never done before. Woo! How was it, guys? How was the climb up the hill?
Long. Not too hard, but just long.
Yeah.
I walked. From the highest point of our trail on Thompson's Hill, we make our way down to the idyllic suburb of Lake Hayes Estate and onto Shotover country at the confluence of the Kawarau and Shotover rivers, passing stunning countryside and amazing vistas along the way.
Confluence of the Shotover River and the Kawarau River, and back in the 1860s when the gold rush came through this area here in central Otago, the Shotover River was considered the most profitable river out of all of these rivers in the area. So that concludes our ride on the Twin Rivers Trail from the Gippsland Valley down here to the Shotover River. We're down here at Lower Shotover. What do you guys think of the trail?
Beautiful.
Awesome. Not too hard, but beautiful views. It's my house here.
This is his new house, his future house, right there.
I wish.
He wishes. Just under 20 kilometers there, that trail, beautiful. We chose the perfect spring day for it. So now we're gonna head back down into the Gippsland Valley, grab some beers and some food. Well earned. Let's do it, guys. Alright, who you got here, the chickie?
Got Hank.
Hank the Tank.
Oh, hi, Hank.
And after reading up about Hank, what breed is he?
Well, he's part American Staffy, part Mastiff, part Labrador Retriever, part Boxer, and a bunch of other things.
He's got a lot. Yeah, we already checked that one out. Where are we?
The Gibson Valley Tavern.
Yeah. Ching,
We
ching.
are, that's correct. I agree.
Anything else you'd like to add to that, Francesca?
Nice beer.
Nice beer.
Look at that!
That's not how you play.
So much.
This is the chickie making her. What are you making?
Well, on the stove right now is boiling potatoes, which I will mash. In the oven, I've made a veggie pie, and Shane is currently making a chicken. And I will also make cheddar and herb biscuits.
And this is all for what?
Thanksgiving.
Thank you
Thank you.
for giving us this. Alrighty guys, what do we have here? I'll start with you, Ellie. What have you brought along?
Coconut roe fish in here.
I loved your reaction then. I wish I got that. So this is raw fish, right? This is like a Tahitian ceviche. Miranda, what have you made here?
I've made some mashed potatoes and the veggie pie and cheese and herb biscuits. You've been busy.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what have you guys brought along here?
We brought a bit of some salad, some Canadian Australian fusion.
So which part is the Canadian part? Which part's the Australian part?
The Australian part was the salad, and the walnuts have maple syrup on them.
That's as
so
Canadian as it gets.
way.
Yeah, for sure. We've also got a chicken here, and we've got some more people coming over in a moment. So this is Thanksgiving, as Miranda is away from the US of A. Bon appetit. Enjoy, guys. American Thanksgiving.
American Thanksgiving.
Canadian Thanksgiving is when?
First weekend of October, and we're sensible to put it on a Monday.
We've got Vitus and Agnes here. Where are you guys from?
Lithuania.
And what is this dish that you are prepared for us?
In Lithuania, when you're drinking beer, you always have on your side as a snack some fried bread with cheese sauce. It can be like as a side and you just use it as a dip, or it can be completely mixed up and together and you just take it and eat it. It's super. This is the best thing that you can have with the beer.
All right, nice, cool. Let's do it. He sold it. All right, Francesco Guarino, Frankie G. Tell us your contribution for the evening.
The G tiramisu.
The G tiramisu. What is the difference with the G tiramisu to a regular? Yeah, okay, cool.
It's a classic Italian dessert. You got mascarpone cheese, eggs, sugar, and a little bit of layers. The biscuits are savoiardi or like fingers. You just put it in the coffee, and then you get these layers and put on top some cocoa powder.
Cool. Buon appetito.
Another amazing winter and spring spending time with friends and family in our favorite little part of the world.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed our content, please like and subscribe.
And we'd love if you could leave us a comment letting us know what you've enjoyed or what you'd like to see more of.
And help us grow our channel. Become part of the Global Travel Stories family by sharing with friends, family, or anyone you think would enjoy our content. Thanks, guys.